Chapter 5. Lots of refrigerating, no baking. My choice next, I declared. I couldn't wait to tell them what I wanted to make. They would be so impressed. I called Mom back into the kitchen so she could help me do my reveal, just like we rehearsed. She brought in the big rolled up poster board. I had drawn a giant picture of my dessert on it. And now, I declared as my mom slowly began to unroll the passport, announcing the greatest dessert anyone has ever heard of. I nodded at my mom because she was unrolling it too slowly. She unrolled the rest and held it up. Mint chocolate chip pie. All three girls clapped because who wouldn't clap for something called mint chocolate chip pie? People with very bad taste, that too. And my friends clearly had great taste in desserts, even if they weren't superstars like me. While we whipped up the mint chocolate pie filling, I told them, the baking contest has 10 judges who are the best bakers and eaters. One of them won first prize last year, something called a pandoti. And we all laughed, of course, because pandoti is a hilarious name. It sounds kind of like pants duty. And who would want to eat pants duty? After we poured all of the mint chocolate pie filling into the pie crust, I said, it has to go into the fridge for a few hours, just like the milk barfi. I hope those judges are wearing an extra pair of socks. Why? I asked Sujata, because the dessert is going to knock their socks right off, I declared. But when we started making Emily's peachy floof, which I thought was the best name for a dessert ever, it's called peachy fluff, Emily kept telling us. I got the idea from a cooking show and made some changes to it so it would be an original Emily dessert. I was still totally going to call it peachy floof because I know that's a way better name. And you know what was so funny? It used a lot of the same ingredients as my recipe for Mint's chocolate chip pie, except it didn't have mint or chocolate chips or pie in it. We whipped and folded all the peachy floof ingredients together and stuck it in the fridge. Folding, in this instance, just means mixing very slowly. It has nothing to do with paper planes or laundry or anything like that. Now you have to wait for it to harden up, said Emily. I had never realized baking took so much refrigeration, I said. Kayla crossed her arms. It shouldn't, she said. We haven't actually baked anything yet. We all looked at one another because Kayla was right. When Mom filled out the form to enter the four of us into the concert, the rules said it had to just be an original dessert. I said. The rules didn't say the dessert had to be baked in an actual oven. Kayla tapped her foot. Still, it is a baking contest. Don't you think it's time we actually bake something? She said. Sure, I said. Let's bake something instead of sticking it in the fridge.